It's me! It's really me!
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 celebrity-inspired Barbie dolls.
It's incredibly meaningful for me to have my own Barbie doll for so many reasons.
For this list, we're looking at the famous and talented women who have been forever immortalized as a Barbie doll. Which of these Barbies do you wish you had? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Zendaya.
I have the responsibility to be something positive for these young ladies to look up to, and I have all different types of young ladies looking up to me.
Zendaya has stated that when she was a kid, she had a hard time finding, quote, a Barbie that looked like her. Well, since 2015, that has no longer been a problem, because that's when her own Barbie doll was released.
Barbie is expanding, and Barbie is not necessarily what she was then, She's expanding and opening up different doors and forms of beauty and showing, that there's more than one Barbie out there.
And not only did Barbie put out a Zendaya doll, but they designed it based on the actress's beautiful 2015 Oscar look. This was a look that saw her in a stunning white dress and dreadlocks, and the creators of her doll paid close attention to absolutely every detail, right down to the delicate ring she wore on her pinky.
The hair is perfect. And they got the little things on the hair,
yeah.
The highlights, every part of the dress.
Number 9. Misty Copeland.
I think it's really important for a young person to not set limits on what their dreams are.
In 2015, Misty Copeland became the first African-American woman to be named principal dancer of the famed American Ballet Theater. The year after, in 2016, the Copeland doll was part of the company's Sheroes program and is all about, quote, honoring female heroes who inspire girls by breaking boundaries and expanding possibilities for women everywhere.
The positivity in owning a healthy body image, and that it's okay to not look like the person next to you, because this Barbie doesn't look like any Barbie next to her.
If Misty Copeland isn't breaking boundaries, then we don't know who is. Copeland's Barbie sees her in a bright red unitard as she wore in the Firebird Ballet, her first principal performance for the ABT.
What it meant to be the first, to have my picture kind of displayed in front of the Metropolitan Opera House as the Firebird, it only made sense that we put my Barbie in the Firebird costume, because it was just such a symbolic point for me.
Number 8. Grace Kelly. Grace Kelly was a beautiful and talented actress who became Hollywood royalty in the first half of the 1950s and actual royalty in the second.
Never had a better offer in your whole life. One with everything.
I've never had a crazier one.
Just as long as you're satisfied.
Between 1951 and 1956, Kelly rose to stardom with roles in a number of great films, from Rear Window to Catch a Thief. However, her acting career came to a pretty abrupt halt when, in 1956, she married Prince Rainier III, the Prince of Monaco.
Millions watch the wedding on television and cinema newsreels.
In the 2010s, Mattel added Kelly to the Barbie family with not one, but 4 dolls, each representing a different moment in her life. There's Kelly from her movies, Kelly on her wedding day, and a version in the same outfit she was wearing the first time she met the prince.
Even if I had to pay, it would be worth it. Just for the occasion.
Number 7. Jennifer Lopez.
Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block.
Since 2002, it's been getting harder and harder to think of Jennifer Lopez as just Jenny from the block. But if her rocks didn't fool you, then maybe the 2 Barbie dolls Mattel made of her in 2013 won't either.
Those are the 2 that are my heart right there. That's the core of who I am. I'm an artist at the end of the day. I am a singer and I am an actress. I'm a performer.
The company put out 2 different J.Lo Barbies, and no, neither of them featured the famous green dress look. Instead, they went with red carpet and world tour iterations, the latter of which replicated an outfit from her Dance Again world tour, and the former of which featured the outfit Lopez wore to the 2012 Oscars.
We did the gowns and the clothes that Zuhair Murad, her designer, actually created for her, recreating authentic miniatures of those pieces that the doll is actually going to be wearing.
While we don't know exactly how much they go for these days, we're pretty sure that unlike her love, the dolls do cost something. Number 6. Ashley Graham.
Now every woman does look like Barbie. It's not about one form of beauty anymore. It's about so many different forms of beauty.
As iconic as Barbie is, she's also been the target for many who have argued that the doll's dimensions provide an unrealistic body image. In fact, it's been written that the classic Barbie measurements, were they to be extrapolated to an actual human being, would be wildly disproportionate and, in fact, impossible. Real Barbie would be 110 pounds, 5'9", have a 39-inch bust, an 18-inch waist, and 33-inch hips. She'd also be a size 3 shoe.
In fact, they'd be so small that she'd have trouble balancing and would be forced to walk on all fours.
While Ashley Graham stands at the same height as the humanized Barbie, her measurements are far more realistic. The supermodel was adamant that her Barbie be true to her. She even wanted the doll to have cellulite, but it was too hard to produce with the plastic mold. Either way, this is a win.
At least I got the thighs to touch. She's got like the round little belly and the round arms, and yeah, so she's looking thick and sexy.
Number 5, Laverne Cox.
She's always reflecting what is happening in society at the time.
And now,
here you are.
Here I am.
Here you are, here.
Laverne Cox has had a lot of firsts in her career. Cox was the first transgender person to be nominated for a Primetime Emmy Acting Award. She was also the first transgender person to appear on the cover of Time and Cosmopolitan magazines. And she's made history as the first openly trans person to have a wax figure at Madame Tussauds.
So I'm standing here at the intersection of multiple identities. And so I hope that people will be inspired to believe that anything is possible.
In 2022, she added yet another trailblazing first to her list when she became the first trans Barbie. The honor, like the other milestones in her career, is one that she hopes will uplift and inspire the people watching her.
Now, kids of all gender identities get to dream with a Laverne Cox Barbie, the first transgender Barbie.
Number 4, Cher.
I didn't want to see you go. I know I made you cry, but baby, if I could turn back time.
If you could turn back time, you could go back to 2007 and be there for the launch of the Black Label 80s Cher Bob Mackie Barbie doll, the one wearing the controversial at the time, suggestive outfit that comes from the If I Could Turn Back Time music video. While that one seems to be the most popular, Mattel has actually produced 4 Cher Barbies over the years, 1 in 2001 and 3, including the Bob Mackie one in 2007. If Etsy and eBay are to be believed, these are pretty rare finds and worth multiple hundreds of dollars.
Why on earth would I want to... Oh, okay, here you go. Thank God, I knew you wouldn't like it. Happy birthday.
Number 3, Audrey Hepburn.
What? You're a pretty pair of babies playing with your live doll.
Given Audrey Hepburn's famed beauty and grace, we would have thought that she would have had her own Barbie, but actually, the doll is one of her iconic characters. We'll give you one guess.
Golightly. Holly Golightly. I live downstairs. We met this morning, remember?
It's the obvious choice, and Mattel must have thought so too when they released the Barbie back in 1998. 2 of Holly Golightly's looks were immortalized: the black dress with the pearls and the pink coat and dress ensemble. Both can still be found online, and you can expect to pay upwards of $100. While that isn't exactly cheap, it's less than pretty much anything you can get at Tiffany's.
I've got my check and $10.
Oh, I wouldn't let you cash a check. But a present for $10 or under, that I'll accept.
Number 2, Marilyn Monroe.
There may come a time when a hard-boiled employer thinks you're awful nice, but get that ice or else no dice.
When it comes to female celebrities, there might not be a more indelible pop culture figure than Marilyn Monroe. So it only makes sense that there would be a Barbie doll modeled after the late Hollywood star.
I couldn't aspire to anything higher.
But there isn't just one Monroe Barbie. There are at least 8 of them. From her red carpet stunners to the pretty in pink outfit in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes to her wind-caught white dress in The 7-Year Itch, you can find nearly all of her classic looks immortalized in doll form. There's even a How to Marry a Millionaire version, but thankfully you do not have to be a millionaire to afford it.
Don't you know that a man being rich is like a girl being pretty? You might not marry a girl just because she's pretty, But my goodness, doesn't it help?
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Frida Kahlo, from the Inspiring Women series of Barbies. Gabby Douglas. She has a Barbie doll to go along with her 3 Olympic gold medals.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool! Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Today I got to meet Gabby!
Naomi Osaka, part of the Role Models series. Katy Perry. We love that they chose to put her in a cupcake dress.
Once you party with us, you'll be falling in love.
Nicki Minaj. Her Barbie dreams became a reality in 2011. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Beyonce.
Kelly, can you handle this? Michelle, can you handle this? Beyonce, can you handle this? I don't think they can handle this.
Fans of Barbie and Destiny's Child were jumpin' back in 2005 when Mattel released a trio of dolls inspired by the group. Each of the independent women had their own doll. However, Beyonce's was the only one that was custom sculpted to resemble her, whereas Kelly and Michelle's dolls used faces the company already had on hand.
Say my name, kinda shady, keep calling me baby.
We're guessing it isn't a coincidence that Beyonce's father, Matthew Knowles, was the person who oversaw the creation of the dolls. These days, a mint condition Beyonce will probably run you over $100 bills, while the trio has been seen to come in at over $200. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.